Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli with Little Blue, and we are in fact reviewing the New Mutants. So, what did we think of this?
It was very interesting. I went
Yeah.
in not expecting a whole lot and got a lot more than what I expected.
Yeah, for me, I don't know, I guess for me, Mutual or something like that, I heard that it kind of wasn't doing so well, it was kind of mixed, feelings, mixed feelings on what people thought of it.
Yeah, I don't pay any attention to what the critics say because I always make up my own mind. I
Mm-hmm.
don't even like to hear any criticisms of it
Me
before I see
neither.
it. Not that it's going to taint anything, but I don't agree with most reviewers. So
Yeah, like from Rotten Tomatoes and
yeah,
all the
I mean
others.
if they happen to agree with me, that's fine. If not, that's fine too.
I mean, we're one of those people. We're one of those people that really the way we review movies and what we think of some films, I guess New Mutants, etc.
Exactly.
So-
But I thought it was well done. Really good visual effects, and it had kind of an edge of horror to it.
Yeah, just about. It was kind of mixed,
Yeah.
It still had that touch of, I guess, with the Marvel movies or whatever. Whether from the MCU or the ones outside of the MCU, not part of the MCU.
Exactly.
But a bit of horror to it, and that's what I heard too. It would have some horror to it or whatever. Kind of did, but kind of different than what horror we'd expect.
Agreed.
Yeah, here's another thing. There weren't, it didn't have a big cast in it. That's the thing.
No, not a big cast.
You know what? The number of cast and of actors, etc. We're pretty good in this. The number of actors in this film, not bad. So.
Agreed.
Another thing is the characters. What about them?
Characters. I thought the characters, they spent a lot of time in developing the characters, and you get to know the characters. You get to know their backgrounds. You get to know their what their backstories are,
Their powers,
and what makes them tick. And
Yeah.
that's always that always goes to a good plot in a movie is
Exactly.
to learn the characters and figure out what makes them tick.
Yeah. And one of them, Maisie Williams, who's in this, she was good.
Very good.
You've seen her because she'd been in Game of Thrones, and even of course she'd also been in Doctor Who, with most I think it wasn't it season? I think it was season 7 probably, because with her joining for a little bit with the 12th Doctor, and Clara. So yeah, she was good in that too. And she was good in this. So
She was.
I do like the fact that in this film, of course, X-Men, of course, is mentioned.
X-Men are mentioned, and that's good.
That's good. And seeing how it is supposed to be in the X-Men universe. So, and one thing is, there were a few things, I was suspicious, because for one thing, the Doctor, that was in this, it's was she really evil and such? I think it was pretty obvious at the end, she was trying to kill what's-her-face,
Yeah, it was pretty obvious, and she too, no doubt, was a mutant because of what her powers she was able to do.
Well, there are mutants that can be good and some that are bad.
Exactly.
And with her, for example, so she was a mutant as well.
She used her powers for the bad.
Yeah, her powers, I think, was it it was the force field thing, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. And she even force field on them,
Yeah, she put a force field around them, so
Yeah,
it was
putting them to the ground. That's the thing, on the floor.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then there was also these creatures. You said that they almost look like Slender Man.
They did kind of remind me of Slender
They
Man.
had teeth and such. Maybe a bit similar to how Venom's mouth is in his teeth.
Exactly. Yeah, it was. They were. They were menacing looking. They weren't
Yeah, they
really.
were.
They weren't really scary. Of course, I'm a little bit past that, but they were. They were menacing. I mean, they were really. They were a major antagonist in that movie.
Oh yeah, they were. What else? And the funny moments to it. I remember we did laugh at some of them.
Yeah, I mean, there were a number of. It's just not coming to mind right now, but there were a number of them that were funny. You see how they use their powers, and there was more to me. There were more like, oh wow moments, than anything else.
Like what?
Well, I mean, the beginning when she finds herself in that, when she finds herself in the bed, and that after that, supposed tornado.
I guess at first we think it's a tornado.
Yeah, she finds herself, handcuffed to that bed
in a hospital bed or something,
and she looks up in the vents and she sees that,
what's her face? Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, her Maisie Williams' character, like I forgot to mention, like her power was like transformed into a werewolf or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I think maybe a wolf or just something like.
Yeah, she was the wolf that you saw several times, and you're like, "Who is that?" It's somebody.
Yeah, and we turns out that's her, and that's her power. So
exactly.
But anything else to it, like unexpected moments or that kind of stuff?
No, really, no unexpected moments. It was all. Well, I mean, there were unexpected. And off the top of my head, I can't think of any, but there were some definite, surprises in it.
Like this is like I think I know where this is going, or okay, I knew this was coming. Like
exactly.
Like what? Like just anything?
Like just how they all came together at the end. They were all kind of adversarial. Not really sure, and just kind of standoffish of each other.
Yeah, exactly.
But then they all came together in the end, and that I was
even the blonde one. What's her face? Like almost like her hair was like white or something. Like.
Yeah. She had a unique power.
Oh, like her arm basically it turns into metal or something.
Yeah, and she could wield a sword that reminded me of a lightsaber.
Yeah, and like she had like a puppet pterodactyl or something. That did turn into like an actual creature.
Yeah, like a dragon, like a mini
cute
dragon.
Little dragon. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like there was also like this giant bear.
Exactly.
Well, like came from which one was it? Like I think it was one of their dreams, or something, visions.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it was. But at the end of the film, like they all get together and such, and they stick together, and like it's like the adventure continues for them. So
exactly,
like the mutant, the doctor who's a mutant, like keeping them and holding them hostage or something. She's been defeated. The nightmares and terrors that were going on with him were defeated, etc. And the adventure continues for them as the end of the movie shows.
Yep.
Yeah, and.
Overall, I'd have to give it. I'll give it 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, for me, you know what? Maybe I'll give it maybe. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I guess 8 out of 10 stars. 8 out of 10 stars for me.
Yeah,
so
I'll go 8 out of 10.
Yeah. Was there anything else that we're missing about it?
Nothing else I can think of.
Okay. Okay. But anyways, there was one moment in there. I knew this was coming. The lesbian moment.
Oh yeah. It's it was.
What? As of now, I don't mind.
I don't care.
Yeah, good thing.
It was it was just part of the story.
Yeah, not that much going to it. It just seemed just regular. Just like I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but not so much. But going on to it, but that was fine. So but yeah. As of now, I just, hey, I'm okay with that. I don't care that much if they're together. Just, I guess they make a perfect couple, so,
Either way.
And I'd be interested if there would be a sequel or just something. It seems it's opened.
It's kind of open. They left it open for that at the end, and we'll see how it did at the box office. I mean, with the COVID-19 thing going now.
I mean,
there were only 2 other people in the theater with us.
And because I guess I did a vlog of this, the aftermath. So, and we gave our early review, and now with this, you're seeing our full review. But as I said, I'm pretty sure I heard this got mixed, mixed reviews, that kind of stuff. But we're one of those people. We're with the people that we actually like this.
Mm-hmm.
So
we did.
Let's see if there's a chance for a sequel. Just what, I'd be up for seeing it. I'd love to see where these characters continue from there on. So
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Like to see a sequel.
Yeah,
Definitely.
me too. You guys, and hey, you guys let us know what you think, what you thought of the New Mutants, if you enjoyed it, etc. And if you guys let us know if what we said, like it'd be cool to see a sequel. So
Exactly.
So you give it 2 thumbs up, And for
2
me,
thumbs up,
yeah,
8 out of 10 stars.
and as I said, you're 8 out of 10 stars for you too.
It's got to be at least 7 before I'll give it 2 thumbs up. 5, I give it this and this.
Okay, but for me, 8 out of 10 stars for New Mutants. You guys let us know, as we just said. More new review videos coming your way. They're going to be awesome. Keep looking forward. We hope you guys enjoyed our review of us reviewing New Mutants. And any last words?
Off out.
Yep, off out. And for me, we'll see you guys in the next video /review video. Take care, and peace out.